Good evening, friends. In the previous video, we talked about, participles. That is non-finite. Actually, the verbs finites and non-finites are very useful. Non-finites are those verbs which are not confined to subject, number, and person. They don't bother about what is the singularity or plurality of the subject, or they don't have the sense of being singular or plural. So non-finites do not change even when the number and person of the subject change. For example, if you see, everyone wishes to become happy in life. So the word wishes is a finite, this is a finite verb, and to become is a non-finite. The particular name of to become is infinitive. So non-finites can be those verbs which are not confined to the number and person of the subject, whereas the finites verb are always confined to the number and persons of the subject. Non-finites, we discussed about participles. Now we are going to discuss about gerunds. Gerunds are verbal nouns. I told now the participles are verbal adjectives. Gerunds are verbal nouns. They are verbs used as noun, and they are written in the form of verb plus ing. For example, walking is a good exercise. Here, ask question: what is walking? It is subject. It is a good exercise. Walking is a good exercise. So though it is a verb, but it has been used as a subject, which is noun. Noun has four important functions. Noun can be a subject in a sentence. Noun can be an object to a verb in a sentence. Noun can be a complement in a sentence. Noun can be an object to a preposition. So there are four important functions of a noun. So gerunds function as noun. We will see in four different examples how noun as a gerund work in different ways. Like you can say the first one, walking is a good exercise. Here walking is a subject. What is a good exercise? Walking. So though this is gerund, yet it is being used as a subject, hence it is noun. Second example, she went to Delhi to meet her uncle. Ask question: why did she go to Delhi? To meet her uncle. So to meet is here infinitive, which is an object to the verb go. In the similar way, she is fond of listening to good music. Ask question: what is she fond of? Listening to good music. Listening is a gerund. Listening is a gerund. Yeah, he insisted all of us on listening to classical music. So what did he insist on? He insisted on listening. So it is an object to the preposition on. Let us see how gerund can be an object to a verb also. Look at that. He was prohibited. He was prohibited from going there. Now, what was he prohibited from? Going there. So it functions as an object to the verb prohibited. Similarly, I just told you that gerund can be an object to a preposition also. I said she insisted us on listening good music. So here listening is a gerund and on is a preposition. So it is object to the preposition on. So a gerund can be a subject in a sentence. It can be an object to a preposition. It can be an object to a verb. It can be a complement also. Like seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. So what is seeing? Believing. Believing is a complement and it is also a gerund. Seeing is here subject and believing is a complement. Working is achieving. Yes, performing is achieving. What is performing? Achieving. So here performing is subject, achieving is complement. So gerund can be a complement in a sentence. So gerund can be used in different way. The most important fact that I told, that gerund can be a subject in a sentence. Walking is a good exercise. Gerund can be an object to a verb in a sentence. Gerund can be a complement. Gerund can be an object to a prepositions. So gerund function as noun in sentence, and therefore they can be a subject in a sentence. They can be an object to a verb in a sentence. They can be an object to a preposition, and they can be used as a complement. So there are only four functions of gerund. Let us see how gerunds can be used differently in day-to-day spoken English. Look at that. Generally, what happens that there are certain verbs which are never followed by infinitive, they are always followed by gerund. For instance, enjoy, prohibit, stop, suggest. These are certain verbs which are always followed by gerund. For example, if you say, she enjoys to listen to music, it is a wrong sentence. She enjoys listening to music. This is a correct sentence. So the word enjoy is always followed by gerund. We often enjoy watching television. This is a correct sentence. Enjoy is always followed by gerund. Now come to stop. Stop writing and start reading. Stop writing. After stop, there will be a gerund. Similarly, prohibit. All of you are prohibited from telling, lies. Prohibited from telling lies. So here prohibit is always followed by verb plus ing gerund. Now then come to suggest. The government suggested all the farmers, planting cash crops. Suggest. The government suggested all the farmers planting, cash crops. Planting is here gerund. Okay, then there are other also, like look forward to. She's looking forward to appearing in IS exam. She's looking forward to meeting her best friend. Look forward is always followed by gerund, verb plus ing. In this similar manner, avoid is also followed by gerund. He avoids making lot of hue and cry. He avoids shouting in the class. He avoids disturbing other people in the class. He avoids talking to strangers. Avoid is always followed by gerund. There are other, verbs also, but the best way to identify which verb will be followed by gerund, if the finite verb is followed by preposition, then all prepositions are followed by gerunds. So all, the verbs followed by preposition are followed by gerunds. Like you can say that insist on. The teacher always insists on working hard in all the subjects. Insist on working hard. This is gerund. Similarly, fond of. Fond of, that is adjective. Come to the next one. Stop. He stopped us from going to the field. Stopped from. Prohibit. You are prohibited from spitting in the open. Prohibited from. Then there are some other verbs also, like you can say that prevent from. He was prevented from going there. Prevent is also followed by preposition from, and it is followed by gerund. So certain verbs are followed by prepositions and they are followed by gerunds, verb plus ing. Then the most common use of gerund is using gerund in day-to-day spoken English, particularly when we are discussing on any matter. We often use verb plus ing in the noun form, either as a subject or as an object to a verb or as an object to a preposition or as a complement. So that is how gerund is defined as verbal noun, verb used as noun, written in the form of verb plus ing, and used as a subject in a sentence. Walking is a good exercise. Here, walking is a subject. Then, as a complement, seeing is believing. Seeing is here subject. Believing is here complement. Then, object to a preposition. He was prevented from going there. What was he prevented from? Going there. So here it is an object of a verb prevent, and it is also object of preposition from. So the going, the word going is a gerund, and it is working as an object to a verb as well as object to a preposition. So that is how we can sum up saying that gerund is a non-finite which is written in the form of verb plus ing and used as a noun in a sentence. That is what I wanted to sum up. This is Eddie Singh on the channel Easy English by Eddie Singh. Thank you.